How's it going, everyone? Button here. For my first review, I wanted to take out one of my favorite tanks I've been playing from this past month. It's the Leo 1. I really like this tank. It can do a lot of things, and it's super flexible, and I've been really enjoying that. I'm going to show you a few games I've played, each with its own style, and maybe you guys can take inspiration from these games, or maybe not. I did put like a scumbag in some of these games, and hopefully you guys like it. And generally, yeah, let's get going. So, I have a kind of a rule on this map now, where I generally actually don't play C anymore. I feel like C is really risky now, and I feel like oftentimes your teams, your heavies, they don't really come and help. Your meds, they kind of die. Your TDs, they kind of farm off of you, and I don't really like that. So I decided to refuse to play in this, and now I'm the tank destroyer. The Leo's got a great gun for sniping, and honestly, it can make a lot of things happen. Quick, easy shots here. I'm just gonna be looking around, always look around in like these third-person views, so that way you can come in sniper mode, get the shots in, boom. We're already at 1k damage, and we're putting a lot of impact onto this game, onto this team. Generally speaking, in this game, I'm just gonna wait for shots, and then when something happens, I'm gonna pounce and attack. I run Radically, I run Adrenaline, so that way I'm always an accurate sniper. I am running Calibrated Chalice on this thing to make sure I pin my shots. I'm not really a fan of using Rammer on this tank. A lot of good Leopard 1 players will run Rammer, but unfortunately I just don't have the mechanics or the capabilities to do that. I am not him. As 7 pushes up, we punish the play here, and this is where we really use our DPM. We are going to punish this IS-7 and make him regret forever coming here. Shot into the T100. I don't want to peek forward and eat 2. If I have to trade, I want to trade with the LT. I don't have a shot on the T100. Switch back to the IS-7. Clean up the kill here. The game is already over at this point. We're 3 kills up. We want to make the plays. This is something that you really want to be doing in your Leopard 1. Just because you're like a medium, don't feel obligated to play the med side. The Leo 1, in its current state, has a great gun for sniping. Super punchy gun, super accurate, and just being there to cover off your team is so huge. If it goes bad, you can always leave. You can always rotate, change the angle, do what you need to do what you must. Now I'm just gonna be putting shots in wherever you can. Always open up. Always have the confidence to hit simple shots, whether they're tricky or hard. Don't hesitate to use Rectal. Put a quick shot into the grill there. Just a nice, simple game. My teammates open up the flanks for me. They did such a great job here. And honestly, like, this is the game where I was super happy to have them. Rectal for that shot. Remember, Rectal comes up every minute when you're running delivery system and a cooldown booster. This are gonna max out your damage, do super good in your games, and yeah, that was the first game. Nice little 6.2k on the board, up on the team. This is loading in kind of late. You know, make a nice little profit there. Oh, why? First class, you know, nice little good sniping game, you know, getting the works in, do great. My team probably had a good amount of spotting off of me. You know, 911 for this dude, 370. Yeah, just in general, like, always make sure that you have always have your options open. Never always eat the initial. Your team is there to support you. And now on to my next game. This is a game on Molendyke. Molendyke has lots of opportunities. You can play brawly in the town, you can play wide on the field, but generally speaking, never limit yourself into one spot of the map. Always have options, always have the opportunity to make these plays, see the angles, see the rotations, and do what needs to be done. Sorry for skipping ahead here. Quickly put, we have bad chat, we have some meds, some heavies, 60 TP, and like basically their team can play everywhere. 183 could be a really big problem later. This Conway seems to be a little messy with me. He is not very happy with me playing here. I'm just gonna go in for a quick blind shot. Generally speaking, now that I know that the Sheridan's capping, maybe I'll have shots, maybe not. I know, I was kind of surprised to see them all come here. Now the Sheridan's gonna eat a lot of aggro. It's my time to help him out. Put a nice little quick shot in. I didn't have the confidence to hit it. When you don't have the confidence, switch to Retcal. Switch to Retcal. Punish. We get the bat for free. I see that the concept's here. I think it's my time to leave. I don't really want to stay here too long. I don't really have anyone spotting for me. So I'm just gonna leave. I see the 60 TP. There's gonna be a taken C cap. So there's 3 in C. And there was, I believe there was 2 on the left, maybe the 183. Maybe the 183 is in the spawn. We don't really know where he is. So we're going to keep our minds open. We're going to be very careful. Put in a nice quick little shot. Generally speaking, you have to play really scared here. The tanks over there, they can have shots. The A cap tanks can have shots. The C cap tanks can have shots. That leaves middle open. But when you play middle, you have to be very careful of this angle too. Middle can get you angles into the C cap. And that's going to be that's what we'll be looking to do here. Just make some plays and just catch him off guard. We see that the VK90 pushed up. We're going to flank behind him and use all of our, I want to say roughly about our 3600 DPM on him. We're doing a great job here. We're eating some of the pressure for our team, scaring them back, and we're going to try and open up an angle for our team. Last game, we were the ones who were protecting our team from the back, and now it's time to protect them from the front. Put in a nice little round there. I see the 183's making a play. The 183's coming in. We always hide from 183's. 183's gonna hash us, but luckily he's not going for me. This is gonna open up the play. Dump the adrenaline. We're gonna max out our DPM here. Now, I didn't know if I wanted to chase him so hard, but generally speaking, another shot in. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to chase the 183 or if I needed to do what I did. I decided to go knock out the town tanks and deal with the 183 later. The 183 is super slow. You can kinda leave him for what it is. Now, generally speaking right now, I'm not in the best position. I have a 183 that I left a lot. I have a constant 1B that's kinda scary. And the Sharp Future 4 has the spotting mechanic, so he could be a potential threat. Now, we'll always focus on the low health tanks, isolate. And sometimes you just have to go for these ego peaks. Getting that in is super good. Making the isolating him out was super good. Making the play. I can go back to my IS-8 and right now have 3600 DPM and I'm ready to use it all. It's my time to cash out. But even though I have all this DPM, all this hit points, and I have an IS-8 who's reverse side scraping, honestly doing a good job, it's not my time to go in. I just make these peaks, make these pressure plays, and I'm gonna whittle them down and make sure that they have 0 chance of winning. Play behind corners. Always make sure that you're keeping your awareness up. That's a really good tracking shot in there. Maybe the safer play would actually have been to repair it naturally, but I really want the damage, so I have to get it. So yeah. In that game, I want to show you guys that the Leo 1 can be an excellent brawler in the right situations. Sometimes you need support for your team from the front, sometimes from the back. And in that game, I had really good help from the IS-8. The Concept 1B did a good job. And yeah, their team was very stunning. It looks like their Concept 1B did a really nice job here as well. Finishing that game, putting in shots into basically everyone on the team, doing a good job here. You know, getting the pools medal. That was super chill. And finally, there is one last game I wanted to show you, and that was my Vineyards game. The Vineyards game is kind of a blend of everything. I want to show you, I do a little spotting, I do a little brawling, a little sniping, just generally a mixture of everything. Generally, I want to show you what you can do in a difficult scenario, and there's never ever an opportunity. There's always an opportunity where you can make a play, always an opportunity where you can help the team and do what you need to do. On Vineyards, I do one of 3 things. I either go into the ruins, where I sit here. Generally speaking, I'm not too interested in capping bases and supremacy unless they're capping. In Supremacy, I always think that you can never uncap a base. And if you, the more bases you cap, the more faster you need to play in these games. I like to take my games really slow and methodical, so I actually don't really like it when I cap bases. But so far, my team's just getting warming up. I don't feel like they're in good positions right now, so I don't want to intentionally put myself in a bad position that I can't erase. Because I know that, in my opinion, like, I never really trust my teammates. I don't think they're ever good. So if I try and do something that's crazy or outside my norm, like, I'm only hurting myself. You let it safe to go into ruins now. Both meds are spotted. I feel like there's nothing that's really gonna touch me here, and it's about my time to make a play. We're down on Cavs, or down on, surprisingly, even though we're on outside vineyards, we are actually probably in a worse position they are. One shot to the Podge here, one shot to the KPZ. Thankful he backs up. Thank you for that. Very nice of you, sir. Really appreciate it when they do that. But yeah, now we just relax. We don't have to do too much. We really don't. But anyways, I reset my camo. I don't think I think I telegraphed the pathing. I don't think I was positioned there, and I started driving before. But yeah, I need to go exploring, and I need to get info. And this is the info I was gonna get. Good shot into the Progetto. I found the E3 there. A little scary, a little scary. I'm gonna change up my peeking strategy. But generally speaking, if I don't start doing damage now, I actually might never do damage. So yeah, I have to make a play. I have the E100 to support me. It should be good. I'm going to peek the KBZ. He looks very awkward. I get a lucky high roll there. It's like a 35% chance that happens. Mathematically speaking, I'm expecting to trade 1 for 1. I was not expecting the grill to play there. It's not an uncommon spot per se. Leopard 1 peaks. It is... I'm sorry, the Progetto 65 peaks. I forgot, I'm in the Leo. That shot misses. Generally speaking, I'm kind of in a rut right now. I know they're pushing our heavies in our spawn. My KPZ just died. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good. This Progetto is never going to let me have the kill right now. So I have to do something. And the play I decided to make was to leave my E100. I will leave the E100 after optimistically thinking that the Progetto would peak for me. I don't have a shot on my concept. Maybe the others will come. But generally speaking, I have to now rotate back, and I want to cover off A. I'm desperate for shots, I'm desperate for angles, and at this point, I'm kind of at a loss as to what I should do. So, I push the concept, and I do have to be honest. I played the STB1 before I played the Leo, so I did think that my Leo had 11 degrees of gun depression. It turns out this tank only has 8 degrees, and those 8 degrees were kind of punishing. But luckily, I killed the concept. There's a one-shot Progetto, there's a one-shot WZ, and there's a grill that's kind of bled a little. So, I need points, and the easiest way to get points right now is to get kills. So I rotate back. I know I have to get kills, so I make a play. One shot into the grill here. I'm kind of waiting for the grill to do something. There we go. He pulls back. I have an open lane on the Progetto. I'll probably eat a shot for the trade. That's fine with me. I'm desperate for damage, and I'm desperate to make something happen. It's now or never, and if I don't do it right now, my team has absolutely zero chance of winning this game. Looking for the grill. I'm looking for the Kron. Now I see a hold down Kron, and I shoot his turret, because I'm desperate. But luckily the grill isn't looking for me, so he's dead. I have time to get into A, and now I'm thinking, where's the E3? I finally can stabilize this game. The 183 puts in a good shot, the Badger gets the kill. I can step onto A now, and hopefully this E3 is nowhere to be seen. And thankfully, he is in a very bad spot. He's giving me the tracking shot, and I never, ever, ever plan for him to ever have the opportunity to repair his tracks for free. I keep on permaing him. Keep on slinging the rounds. What you should do here is you know, just keep the gun in. But when he gets unspotted, move the tank a little, keep the center, keep it pointed on him, so that way that he doesn't have the opportunity to blind fire back. He actually could repair the tank and turn into me. But thankfully, the Leo one has great rate of fire, so I was able to avoid that. But yeah, generally speaking, keep your head up. Always make sure you're aware. Always making sure that if you're eating the pressure, it's never really coming onto you. Always make sure that you're not the front line eating the damage. Make sure that you're in cover, using your angles, using your awareness, using your camo, so that way you can make great plays and hopefully do well in your Leo 1. This is the first real review on my channel. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great rest of the day, and see you later.